happened was I was skating up the left side of the ice, coming out of the zone, doing a breakout, and I went to cross into the middle, and a teammate hit me open ice. My feet left the ice, and the first thing that hit was the back of my head. I was delirious, and then after that, I was never the same. I had severe anxiety. I had like these feelings all over my head. Noise sensitivity would just trigger it all. I would have like full-blown, full-body panic attacks. I was living in a state of like hysteria. It affected my hockey game. My hockey IQ just dropped. I wasn't going to where the puck was gonna be. I was kind of a step behind everyone, and I was like, uh-oh, this is just another concussion. I've had like 5 at this point. I just felt like I was in a fog. I felt like I was having outer body experience all the time. I felt very disoriented. And just overly emotional. I tried to do everything I used to be able to do, and I couldn't, so I would try harder. And the harder I tried, the more I failed. So it was mostly just that kind of athlete mindset, just push through it, push through it, push through it. And my grades slipped. I'd always been like an A student. My friendships were slipping. I couldn't maintain them. I couldn't communicate very well. Eye sensitivity, I couldn't drive at night. I did it anyway, but lights were so bright, I would put my hand up to block the headlights from the other side of the road so that I could stay on track and stay driving. Piece by piece, it's slowly over 2 to 3 years, that injury really put the icing on the cake. And it was mostly my dad saw the progression downward spiral. It was at the breaking point where he was like, I can't watch my daughter live like this anymore. So he went to the internet, he scoured hours and hours, and he found a video about Clark Elliott and the ghost in my brain. He was describing the book. And he calls me and he goes, this is it. This is what you need. This is the next step. It's finally, someone did it. There is hope, you know? I thought it was hopeless. I thought it was like, there goes my brain, you know? And I was a smart kid. And there's a guy with a PhD who almost lost everything for 8 years. And now he's thriving. He's so much better. So it gave me so much hope. And he read it cover to cover. And then appointment was booked. I was going to see Dr. Zielinski the next morning. I came to my first appointment at the Mind Eye, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I went in kind of blind. The technician was flipping a book of shapes, and I had to find a certain shape within a bunch of other shapes, and it got very difficult. I mean, there was one I stared at for at least 10 minutes. I was like, where is it? It's not here. I don't believe it. It's not there. I think my favorite one was the prism goggles. It bended the room in ways that I was walking all over the place. I was stumbling a little bit. I didn't want to move because I didn't know where I was going to end up. The bell test, that was so fun. I didn't think I could do it. I was like, I'm shutting my eyes, Dr. Z. How am I going to be able to hit the bell? And I was just missing by, my dad said inches. Like, I just couldn't get it. And this tiny little block, too. And she did a lot of things, flipped a lot of lenses, put a lot of colors and stuff, and eventually she rung the bell, dead center. And my dad started crying. It was amazing. I didn't believe in myself until my finger hit the bell. It's the brain, you know? That's what this whole science is about. What really stuck out to me, one of the tests, she had me read, and she tracked my eye movement with infrared, and she played it back to me, Dr. Z did, after the technician did the test, and I watched my eye movement while I was reading. My eyes weren't even looking at the words that I was reading, and I was told I was reading at a 5th grade level. For someone who's going into some hard sciences, I shouldn't be reading at a 5th grade level. How did I even make it to this point, you know? When I first got my glasses, the changes were a little immediate, where the first thing I noticed was I put them on and everything had shifted in the physical world compared to how I felt my coordination was functioning. One of my major symptoms was certain objects, certain light, it just really triggered me. So everything just became dull. And much more pleasing on the eye. But for about a week, I was doing this kind of thing. I haven't had a headache from like the headaches I used to get every day. I've had maybe 2. It's huge, huge improvement for me.
Rachel's on a phenomenal trajectory. I don't expect that this would take much longer. Or if it does, it wouldn't take many glass changes. I think she'll adapt to this fairly well.
The whole Mind Eye Institute team, from the second I walk through the door, they go, "You have the biggest smile on your face." And I walked out with the biggest smile on my face. And Deborah Zielinski gave me my life back, is what she did.